Hi, Achim here, InnerSpace Explorers. Today was a little update on the Deepwater Treasure project. So, um, there was a link to this newspaper thing that I promised, but I never got it. So I didn't even get the newspaper. I was actually on the election last weekend, and the mayor of this little village that I'm living in was like, I think I saw you in the newspaper, but I never saw the newspaper. So it was obviously there, but I never saw it. There's also something on an online portal, and I will put a link to that in the description of this video. Nothing major, it's in German, but I mean, if you want to see it, if you follow me on Facebook, actually, I think I posted the link on Facebook. So it didn't really help with the fundraising as I hoped. In fact, it didn't help at all. But nevertheless, it was a nice coverage, and it was nice that these guys were reaching out to me. So all good. Another thing, I got tons of messages, and I really, really appreciate that. So thank you very much to all of those of you who reached out to me regarding deep water camera housings. The problem is, and that's probably a problem on my side, all of these housings are made for GoPros. My thing is I can't stand GoPros. So that has nothing, probably more enemies out there now. I always use the roller action cam. The reason is it's basically the same camera. It still does 4K. It has the same angle. I couldn't never really figure out a big difference, but they are like 50 euros a pair, the set, and the GoPro is obviously super expensive compared to that. And I'm awesome in losing these cameras. So I also use them for my boating stuff. So we put them on boats and sometimes also on cars with these suction cups and stuff, and sometimes just one flies off somewhere. So 500 euro GoPro going somewhere is a pain in the butt. One of these 30 to 50 euro roller cams, well, I mean, it's gone. It's not nice, but yeah, it's a loss that you can live with. And as I lose 3, 4, 5 of these per year, I never really got into this GoPro thing. And in the early days, they all had these. I mean, I've never had one in my hands for a long time, so don't jump on me now like, oh, this is not true. But the early versions were, I had a few of these, and they always had these software issues. So you went down and you started to record, and suddenly this thing didn't work anymore or just got stuck. Terrible. Anyway, so it's not against the GoPro or anything, I just don't have any. And the last thing I want to do is now buy some cheap housings to get some expensive GoPros. That doesn't make sense. And actually, as the funding's like really not really great, I have to see a little bit how I work with the money that I have for this project. And so I have to figure out what I'm doing. So I was hoping a little bit more for like a universal housing. That's what I ordered in Canada. Still no answer from these guys, so but that would have been the thing. It's a universal housing. So I actually thought if I go in my workshop and make something, I don't know yet. Somebody offered to borrow me like the full set, like 2 housings and a GoPro. That might be an option. We'll see. But just so thank you very much. I would just basically wanted to say thank you to all of you who came out with solutions and pointed me into different directions of manufacturers, etc. Really appreciated that. And yeah, the problem is it's all for GoPro. Then I found out the 3 names of the ship. So I told you we have Ophelia, we have Julia, and we have Giada. So hope I pronounced that correct. So if you're Italian, you can still I found 4 ships that were named Ophelia that were built around that era, so I have not really figured out which one it is. Julia is terrible. There's plenty of Julias sailing the seas, so I will see if I get more specific information. But Giada, I think I got the full story, so I'll see if I can verify that. But if it is the ship that I'm looking for, then she was torpedoed and sunk in 1944, and she could be in diveable depth. So theoretically, I could find the first bell of the ship that never made it on the ship, and then dive the wreck, and yeah, you know. But I have to verify. It might be a complete different vessel. but the name is not that common like Julia, so there is a good chance, and I think this is super exciting. So we'll see. And if the other one is in diveable depth, I mean, yeah, we'll see how this goes. So what else? Equipment. I will make a video where I explain my rebreather setup. So I made a decision now what to do, and I will explain that after the dive, but I'll make a members only video where I explain that up front. And there's a lot of thinking going into that, and so I'll explain a bit the reasons behind what I'm picking and why I'm picking it, and there's a lot of consideration going into that. It was not like just this one's nice and this one's nice. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that. And yeah, somebody was asking me when do we know? So the way I want to do this, we'll see how this works out. And again, I'm totally alone on this. So on some of the older projects, I had somebody with me on the boat, etc. So, but this time I will be all on my own. So I also have to see how I can do certain things. I mean, you cannot gear up in film years time. But my idea is that I will announce that obviously exactly when I'm doing the dive, and I will probably go live while I'm like gearing up on the boat, and then stop that, go in the water, and then go live again when I come back up. So no live stream, no Achim. Yeah, that's the plan, and then I can already give you a quick update on how things went, and then I will see what the footage is, and then I will obviously release a proper video with the end results and everything after the dive. But then also have to see if I get reasonable internet connection there, and otherwise just have to wait a couple of days till I'm back in Germany. The same goes for this live thing. So if there's like terrible internet coverage, I might not be able to go live, but we'll figure this out. So I'll be there like a day before, so I'll make an announcement, and if I see okay, there's no way I'm gonna be able to go live, then I'll tell you up front, but I'll tell you when I will be in the water for this dive. Other than that, yeah, if you're watching this, or if you're following this, please do me a favor and share this with other divers, with people that you think could be interested. Share the GoFundMe link. Thanks again to each and everybody of you that donated. I really appreciate it. There were way more people this time with smaller sums, and I really appreciate this as well, because I think that's the people that probably have a harder time donating anyway. So thank you so much, and really also looking forward to this giveaway. I did this book giveaway last week, and actually I enjoyed that a lot. It was super cool. And by the way, if you're watching this and you were part of this book giveaway, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have 5 books where I have no addresses. So people that did not come back to me. I have Markus Chiemsee for Schatztauchen. I have Ivan. I have Peter, and this really nice one. This is Paolo Emilio and Hans Günther for one of the Asbacher books. So if you see this, please drop me a message, achim@is-expert.com. It's also in the description of the video, and send me a shipping address, otherwise I can't ship out these books. So if they stay here, I'll do another giveaway at some point and give them out again. But I mean, you want them, if you want them, please send me your address. So other than that, hope you like this. Looking forward to comments, suggestions, etc. And I will post the video probably also today with some updates on my lights also for this dive. The scooter lights and everything's here now, and a bit of an equipment review on Orca torches. So yeah, check that out as well. Stay safe. See you next time. Bye bye.